Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Some of you may or may not recognize me from some videos that I've done in the past, but for a majority of you, this will be the first time that you're seeing me. It's a new year and I can't keep putting this off, so why not make it one of my, I don't want to say resolutions, but I would say make it one of my New Year's goals to start my YouTube channel. So hopefully, now that I'm starting it, I'll continue it with, or consistency should I say. I will be showing you around my home. I will be taking you on adventures with me, probably something to do with cooking as well because I really love to cook, and maybe even a little bit of home renovation or home DIY. So to start this channel, I would do a get to know me tag. Let's get into the video. So question number one is, are you named after somebody? Yes, I am. I am named after my father, who is also called Kemis. My name is Kemis, K-E-M-I-S. That's on my legal documentation. So yeah, that's my name and that's who I'm named after. If you were another person, would you be friends with yourself? Definitely. I think I'm a nice enough person. You know, I always try and do the best that I can and be as nice to everybody as possible. But at the same time, I know I would like to be my friend because I love to cook. Cooking is a big thing for me, and I think I would love to have someone like that in my life because there's always house, but you need to kind of like talk to somebody or get advice from people, and it's always those people that seem to be, you know, you'll go to their house late at night and they will cook something for you and they will just give you the best advice ever. And I think I would be that person to my friends. They know that when they come here, they're going to get some solid advice and they're going to get some good food. So I would definitely like to be my friend. Do you use sarcasm a lot? Not really. What's the first thing you notice about people? So for me, the first thing I will notice about someone is their eyes and their face. The reason for this is that when you are, when you're interacting with someone, their face or their facial features, I don't want to say facial features, sorry, their expressions, their facial expressions are going to tell you a lot about that interaction. Are they even remotely interested in anything that you have to say? So someone's facial expression says a lot. A lot of people are very good at manipulating their body language. When you look at their face or their facial expressions or their eyes, it will tell you something completely different. That is basically what I would notice on a person first. What is your eye colour? My eye colour is dark brown. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, my eye colour is a dark brown. Scary movie or happy endings? Definitely happy endings. What's your favourite smells? My favourite smells, oh my god, definitely freshly baked goods. I love baked bread, I love fresh patisseries, and I actually really like freshly ground coffee. Those three smells are definitely something I really love. Also, the smell of a nice roast dinner on a Sunday afternoon, you can't beat it. Do you have any special talents? Well, I can cook to a certain degree. A lot of my friends always say to me, oh, you know, you should go on MasterChef, or, you know, you should go on Bake Off, but I'm definitely not at that level. I don't think so. And maybe that's one of my insecurities. I love cooking, but I couldn't do it for a show. My other talent, I would say, would probably be singing. As I mentioned earlier on at the beginning of the video, some of you may recognize me, some of you probably don't, but the ones that recognize me would recognize me for my singing, because I sing in Cantonese, or I used to release videos in Cantonese singing. But yeah, that's a whole other video, okay? So yeah, that's my special talents. Also, organizing things. I am always the person that's organizing stuff. When it comes to traveling or holidays or anything like that, all my friends will always leave the finer details to me. So I will usually book travel, I'll book accommodation, I'll sometimes even organize things that we're gonna do. And normally it's just I need to tell the person how much they're paying and when we are leaving, basically. So yeah, that's another one of my talents. Where were you born? I was born in London, in St. Thomas's Hospital. So for those of you that don't know, if you're even if you're not familiar with London, you will know Big Ben. Everyone knows Big Ben. So the hospital that I was born in faces Big Ben. It's on the south side of the river. That's where I was born. What is your zodiac sign and do you believe in them? I am a Scorpio, and yes, I do believe in them to an extent. I do believe that star sign, like the characteristics of a star sign, you can notice those in people. There are some people who are very typical star signs. Like I'm not a typical Scorpio. However, I know that I have certain Scorpio traits. So yes, certain characteristics and certain personality traits, I definitely do feel present themselves in individuals. With the horoscopes, I don't see that happening. You know? What are your hobbies and do you have any pets? So my hobbies are, definitely not cleaning. My hobbies are cooking and baking. I love cooking and baking. Also traveling. I really love traveling, and I have a pet. His name is Kuro. He's a black, short-haired domestic cat. There's a picture of him here. Isn't he so cute? He's about 6.5 months almost now, so he's still a baby. And with the fact that he's still a baby, he still has behavioral tendencies of a kitten. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have 8 other siblings. There are 9 of us all together, and I am bang in the middle, so I am number 5. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend was a guy by the name of Kevin. Kevin was my best friend when I was living in Birmingham, because my mother's side of the family is from Birmingham. So I was living in Birmingham for a period of time, and Kevin lived around the corner from where I was living. And we used to hang out all the time, like every day. So I would say he was my first official best friend. How tall are you? I am 5'7", which is 170 centimeters. What is the least favorite thing about yourself? My lack of confidence. Like, everyone has their insecurities and everyone has a lack of confidence for something. How many countries have you visited? Canada, US, various different states and provinces in both. France, Germany, Italy, Spain, Mauritius, Asia, so I've been to Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, and I've been to Melbourne and Sydney in Australia when I went to visit my best friend, who I will mention later. What is your favourite drink, animal, perfume? Egoist by Chanel and Bleu de Chanel by Chanel. Those two are my 2 go-to fragrances. When it comes to animals, my favourite animal, like, I'm a dog person, although I have a cat, but I am a dog person, but my favourite animal definitely has to be big cats. So my best friend, Liam, who moved to Australia about 2 years ago, when I first went to visit him in Australia, we went to Sydney, just for the weekend. And he organised for me to go to Sydney Zoo, and I got to meet a quokka. I mean, with other people, it wasn't like a private meeting, but I got to meet a quokka. So the picture will be up there, and I was so happy that I got to meet him. So that was done, so I was very happy with that. So thank you so much, Liam. I really appreciated that. And then my favourite drink, if anybody that knows me knows that I love what? Gin and tonic. So yeah. What sports do you play or have you played? Badminton. I played for fun, so on a social level, but I also played on a competitive level as well. So who are some of your favourite YouTubers? Definitely Try Guys, and I would say Try Guys are the ones that really got me into it. So BuzzFeed really got me into the whole YouTube scene, and then, you know, the Try Guys coming off of that, watching it. I really love their stuff. Mr. Kate, I've got into Mr. Kate since about the last year, I'd say. With Mr. Kate, I really like the whole kind of creativity side of things. Other than that, I've been watching a little bit of James Charles recently, and also Your Average Consumer, because I love technology. I really like his channel. I love the reviews that he does, but also I'm really intrigued with the fact that he's just moved into his new house like quite recently, and he's teching it out slowly but surely. Those are my YouTubers that I like to watch. Things that make you happy. 3 things that make me happy are definitely food, definitely money. I'm being real, you know. Money definitely makes me happy. So food, money, and kitchen appliances. You will see that in one of my videos later on when I give you a tour, because I have 1,000,001 appliances. One word that describes you. Definitely particular, and I think a lot of my friends would agree. I can be quite particular about things. Are you left-handed or right-handed? I am right-handed. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Well, I love London. London is home. London is life for me. I also love Vancouver because I used to live there, and I do love Hong Kong. And I could live in either one of those 2 places. If money was no object, what would you get for your next birthday? A house. Now, I love Victorian period houses. I would definitely get a nice big house, double fronted reception, with one reception would have a kitchen, like an open plan kitchen. Then I would have a formal dining area, formal dining room, which will be separated. But I would also have what I think is called a butler's pantry, because that for me is the dream. You know, I love to host, I love to cook, and that for me, like to have that kind of serving station would be phenomenal. Dream walk-in closet, which would be as big as a room. Oh my god, it would be like going into a retail store. But yeah, I would love to be able to decorate. Yeah, that would be what I would get for myself for my next birthday if money was no object. So that's the end of the questions. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight into who I am, but I know that can't answer everything. I'm sure there's probably more questions that some of you might have. So do feel free to leave any questions or comments down below. I would love it so much if you could like this video and subscribe. That would mean ever so much to me. So on that note, be good, be kind, and live your life to the fullest. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.